Yeah. Ah, there we go. Okay. Wo ist jetzt mein Handy? Wo ist mein Handy? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Yo! Couldn't find my phone. But here I am. Ah. So, who's already here? Let me know. Strange. I don't know if Instagram is again like messing up things. I don't know, but yeah, somehow I don't get any viewers here yet. That's strange. Usually, I mean, it's not like the people are staying that long on Instagram, but right now it only been like 3 people. That's strange. Usually it's like way more coming in and going offline again and stuff. Strange. Again. Again. Weird. Yeah, that's, I don't know. That's typical. It's typical Instagram stuff. Oh, hello. It's typical Instagram stuff again, but yeah, it is how it is. We will wait. I mean, it's still early. Usually we start somewhere around 7:30. So we have enough time for people joining the session. And we have already 6 contributions on the list, what is pretty good. So yeah, we will have at least 60 minutes filled for the live. So, and I know that they will join a few more when they see that I'm live again, because I know that also the story didn't go through the roof. So yeah, that's the Instagram algorithm as its best, because I haven't been online for a long time. I'm even not using Instagram anymore because I try to avoid social media and stuff. So therefore it's of course not going that well now with social media or Instagram. But yeah, like I said, we have more than enough time. I came online early. So we have like 30 minutes to start. I would like to start somewhere around at the latest 7:30 CT. Until then we can talk, we can chat, you can ask questions, I can talk about stuff, I don't know, whatever you want to like or whatever you want to hear. Let me know. Who's there on YouTube? Would be interesting. I see that we have a few ones, but of course I don't see all the names. Again, like always. Azil, I haven't seen your message on YouTube. That's strange. Why? That's weird. Hello, Azil. I haven't seen your message there. That's strange. It's not showing in the chat. Top chat? Live chat? Yeah, okay. Don't get it. Okay, I switched it from top chat to live chat. Strange. Now I can see the messages. Okay. What's up? Who's there? Instagram. Namhar is on Instagram. Yeah, test. I see you. And I think isn't Namhar here on the list? No, isn't it, right? Okay. I thought I had your name on the list, but yeah. So, who's there? What's up? Let me know. We'll send new tracks soon. Still making some. Yeah, feel free. Feel free. As soon as you feel comfortable with the track, feel free to join, but don't be too critical with yourself. Sometimes it's good to hear feedback from other people. So be brave, join. Is it Anejat here from India joining on YouTube? It's my first time at Feedback Loop. Yeah, welcome. Glad to have you here. And in the second spot, welcome to your first Feedback Loop. It's always nice to see new faces. I will explain the rules as soon as we have more people here for the new ones. Maybe I have to write them down somewhere. So it's not usual that I'm sitting here playing guitar, just to let you know you're not here on a live stream for guitar session. It's more I'm just waiting to see a few familiar names as well. Of course, I've seen Ivan already. I don't know if Ivan joined on YouTube or on Instagram. So I've seen that you joined on Instagram, but not anymore. So maybe you head over to YouTube. Could be possible. And of course, it would be great to have the names on the list on the live. So the first rule for everyone, it's I want to see the people take part on a live stream so that I can discuss the tracks with them and give them live feedback, and of course to have like a conversation with the people about their tracks and what to improve, so we'll just one rule ahead. Hello, that's I think I forget again, but I think it's Hugo, right? HMGP, I think it's Hugo Sans. I think I messed it up every time, my friend. Could that be possible, right? One day I will remember that well, but after 2 weeks off, I forgot a few tags here again, but you see, I've guessed it right, so I haven't forgot about it. Looks like I just wasn't sure. Yeah, absolutely. Happens to the best of us. Yeah. So, what's up? Who's already here? So, Anajad is here, I think, on YouTube. Uh, Hugo is there. Azel is there. Who else? Let me know in the chat on YouTube. Because I can't open this stupid list with the people to see who's at the live. Azir is there. Yeah, I only see 2 names on the list, but I see that it's more than 2 viewers. You know, that's the stupid thing. I see only 2 names. I think it's Anajat and it's Azir. And the rest, I don't know who are the other viewers. I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know if that's the problem when you stream with Restream.io. Yeah, over OBS. You know, like a connection problem, whatever. Hello, HSOP? HSOP? I think you already joined once, but I'm not sure, honestly. Is it Sid? No, it's not Sid, right? You've been on Instagram as well. I think so. Hey there. Hey there. Here. Yeah, okay, all good. I've I've read something. I've read like here, and I was like, who's here? HSOP universe. Where are my regular ones? Sid, it's me. Yeah, okay, then I remember. Where are my regular ones? Where is Berida? Where is Introsphere? Where's Ivan? Where is Leo? Where are you? Huh? Where are the... Ah, Berida, hello. There he is. Pretty silent so far. But I see that are people online. I won't annoy you with my guitar skills anymore. So now, real talk. Who's here? Let me know. Let's chat. Give me like, I don't know. Give me your damn messages. Congrats on your newborn. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks. Yeah, that was a really up and down. Like on the May 9th, my second daughter was born. So that was the reason why we skipped the stream on Monday, because also I think everybody who already has childs will know how you have to calibrate, let's say it like this, your your routines and everything. And yeah, it took a bit. It still takes time, because especially in the beginning you have a lot of phase shifts. So like, I don't know, the baby needs a lot of attention, but you still have like another kid, my firstborn daughter, and she also, I don't want to, I want to spend also enough time with her. So it's now like, you're trying to like balance everything between two kids, and of course also yourself and your stuff. And so first week was busy. And then at Saturday, the week after, so 1 week after that, my grandfather passed away, totally like out of nowhere. That was, I mean, he was 82, so it's not, I mean, he was he was very he was kind of healthy, and but yeah, it is how it is. It took it took a bit to it took a bit to understand that, and to to let that sit, that was tough message. But it's getting better from day to day. So now I'm like, I'm more the type, or I'm more like the person who tries to look forward. And I mean, I really love my grandfather, and he's going to be missed, but the time we are here on this planet Earth is very short. And I think so I don't have, let's say, first of all, I don't have the time to be to be sad that long. And I think also my grandfather wouldn't want me to be that sad for too long. That's also the thing. It's getting better from day to day. I was very sad on Saturday, of course, so I was shocked, let's say it like this. And on Monday, I was so days after I've been very sad, and I've cried a lot, and I've took my time to to be sad and to cry and to understand it and to get to get things right, in my mind. And after it's now 1 week after that, and it's still sad, of course, but yeah, we we have to go further, and yeah, I'm pretty sure my grandfather would love to see me go further as well. So here we are again. So after 2 weeks of break, we can, I'm here again to listen to your tracks and to give you feedback on your tracks. And yeah, that to have a good time together, chatting and exchanging. And of course, on top of that, what is the most important to develop together based on the feedback, let's say based on listening to other people's tracks, giving feedback, and maybe think about, okay, what could I improve to my tracks? Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's also something I'm doing wrong in my tracks. Maybe I can try it out, and yeah, that's why we are here. So glad to be back, and I'm really looking forward to listen to all your contributions. And we will start in 10 minutes, and we will, so because we are already a few people now, so that's good. And for all the people, I think most of the people who are here know the rules, but I will repeat it just in case somebody missed it or somebody doesn't know what we're doing here. So we have this list, and we will listen to all the tracks. So to each track for 10 minutes. And in these 10 minutes, we will give like feedback, listen to the track, and chat about it. So you can ask questions, what could I improve, whatever, And also the chat is welcome to give feedback. By the way, we have a very lovely chat. The people are super talented. We have a lot of talented people here, and also good producers, and so we have a lot of knowledge here on this channel during this live. So it's not only my personal opinion, but also opinion from other people, from other producers, and so everybody's going to get 10 minutes in the order you've contributed your track. You have the chance to skip the list by paying money. If you want to do that, feel free. If not, it's also fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's a feature of the tool, and I'm using it. Then we have so something I've already mentioned, but I will repeat it. I want the people who are contributing on a track on the list, I want them to take part on the live stream. So if you are not there, it can happen, But so let's say, for example, Introsphere is not there. So he's the first on the list, and let's say we will start in like 10 minutes, 9 minutes from now with Introsphere, and Introsphere is not there. We will wait 30 seconds to start, or we give the people 30 seconds. If the person is not there, we will skip the track. So it's not going to be like we'll skip and delete the track from the list. It's just the next in the list is taking place of the person who's not there. If, of course, the person who's in the list after the one, of course, we will skip to the next one in the list, and so on. I think it's pretty understandable and easy. And what else? Yeah, I'm streaming till 9, so 9 CET. Important to say, because we have people also from other regions on this world. Like, for example, our beloved friend Leo, who's not here yet, but for example, 9 at my time zone is not 9 at Leo's time zone, who's sitting in Melbourne, So it's 9 CT. We will listen to tracks until 9, and after 9 o'clock, I won't start a new track. It doesn't matter how many people we have on the list. It's not important. We will stop because we need a limit. Yo, Leo, what's up? Glad to have you here, mate. And I've seen your messages. Sad to hear, wishing you a lot of strength. Yeah, thank you very much. Apologies for your loss, mate. Wish you all the best. Yeah, all good. Thank you very much. I've already received a lot of lovely messages after my second daughter was born, and also after the loss of my grandfather. Lovely. Thank you very much for both of that. It's very it's very nice to see this how much love is on this on this channel still, or let's say on a channel where a lot of hate is going on, Instagram and stuff, like social media in general, and you're receiving so much love. Very, very lovely. Good morning, Leo. Yeah, good morning. Good morning to Melbourne. Have I forgot something? Everybody's getting 10 minutes. Taking part on a live, 30 seconds until we start. We switch to the next one. I think that's it, right? If not, of course, I want to have a respectful chat, but it's not the case that. So until now, we hadn't any cases where somebody was disrespectful to anybody else, so we are good. But I still want to mention it. Only love in the chat, or let's say not only love in the chat, but respect, So if you don't like what you hear, that's fine and that's okay, but we don't make fun of anybody, or everybody has its own everybody's has its own tempo. Everybody is on a different skill level, so that's very important. But like I said, we haven't until now we had such lovely, respectful chat and great feedback so far from everybody. That's it for now. So 6 minutes, 5 minutes until we start. So what we have here. Leo's there. Good to see Leo again. Good to see Birita. Good to see Ivan. Of course, all the others. Very looking forward to your contributions. I'm also very excited about Hugo again, because I always love these dubby approach. So I'm very excited about the next one. I would love to see also Austin, but he's not here yet, or maybe he's not coming today, but maybe next week again. Let's see. Always lovely contributions also by Austin. And all the others, of course. Birita, Sid, Asil. I'm very excited about Asil again. So is it the track from last time? Have you worked on the track from last time, or is it something new, Asil? Would love to know. By the way, I'm online on Instagram right now, and there's now this function. I don't know if you see it. I don't know how it's shown on your. It doesn't matter. That's stupid. So yeah, there's a link now, so it's easier to join the list. What's very interesting. So a new live feature, great. Nope, it's another one. Excited about that. So interesting. Okay, Anajat. We had never heard something of Anajat. Anajat is completely new. So also excited about this one. And yeah, let's see what we got. Usually I would say we will start, but I would love to give. I think it was Felix, right? Introsphere. I would like to give Felix maybe a bit time to join. If not, we would go directly to Anajat. If Anajat is here, so Anajat, just maybe give me a short message in the chat to know that you're here. So if Felix is not here yet, we would skip to your track. If Anajat is also not there, we would go to Hugo and so on, because Hugo's here, definitely. Interesting, huh? See you. I'm a bit confused. Can we also send unreleased? Yes, please. Only unreleased tracks. No, please, no. Good. Thank you very much. That's another question, and that's another rule. No released tracks, please, because we want to give feedback to things that are not released yet, because released tracks are already finished, so you can't do anything on it. I think it's kind of disappointing if you have already released a track, and it's already mastered and stuff, and then you get like bad feedback. I mean, it's also good, but you can't change anything on it, on tracks you are working right now on it, it's easier. So please, unreleased tracks. With unreleased, I also mean tracks which are already maybe signed for a label but not released. So unreleased, easy. I saw only link for Spotify. No, you can also send link for SoundCloud. That's possible. But that's not a problem. If we come to your if it's your turn, you can also send me the link of the track you want to have a feedback on via Instagram or whatever. My track is on SoundCloud, but it's not officially released anywhere. Yeah, that's also fine. It doesn't matter. I just don't want to have like released tracks which are mastered and brought out on a label. It's kind of, it's more kind of a promo thing, because all the reaction stuff I'm not doing the reaction stuff. I will do that maybe in the future again, but not now. And I think I will do it differently than so in the past I have made research and made like a top 10 of the month. That's something, it doesn't make any sense, to be honest, to do that. So I will rethink this concept in a way, but yeah, not now. Now we are here to listen to unreleased tracks and to give feedback. All good. It doesn't matter if it's your turn. So you're here on the 5th place. So as soon as it's your turn, you can just send me the link of the SoundCloud, or the SoundCloud link of an unreleased track via Instagram. If you don't have anything, that's also fine. We can do that on the next week. That's so no pressure. If you have something ready, send it. If not, all good. Not finished in any way. Yeah, that's good. Not finished in any way is good. So 7:30. Felix, are you ready? You're the first one on the list, and hello, and don't worry. Sorry, I'm late. That's not a problem. You're not late. You're just in time, I would say. But the question is, are you here? Are you here that we can listen to your track? Yes, I'm ready. So, good start, I would say, because Felix is on time. And yeah, we are ready to go. That's the wrong one. I just have to... So, now I have it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll start now. Let's go 10 minutes from now. Problems with my watch. Why it's not starting automatically? Now. Welcome back to Feedback Loop. I'm glad to be back after 2 weeks. And I'm very excited about your tracks. Mix version 3. I really like the rim shots and the room they create. Very nice. I really like the vibe of the track. Yeah, sounds balanced. I'm not sure about the kick because maybe it's also again the low end a bit too overcompressed, but it's, you know, it's not like causing problems so far. But maybe the kick could be more punchy. Somehow this body, you know, it's missing off the kick, but it's also okay. So it's not, you know, it's not problematic. But maybe a bit more punch would like help out the track. Let's see how it looks here. Oh, that looks good. Correlation looks also okay. Fine here. Yeah, looks okay. Could it be that the kick is like panned just a bit to the left? Just like really, really bit? Oh, good. Yeah, that's something I would also say. So Beretta said, idea is very nice. I feel like the tom low end groove is a bit too loud in comparison to the kick, but also I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that's something I would go with. So in general, that's why I said it's not that problematic, because it kind of sounds good, you know? You have this very juicy low end with the tom groove, and but still, I don't know, the kick is somehow like this attack of the kick is missing, you know? Really, like this body of the kick, like boom 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 boom, is missing, you know? There are a few things you can do to like try out to help that out. Like for example, of course, going down with the volume of the low end groove, but you can also I've seen that a few times, that people are using like high cut filters on kicks and stuff to get more body on the kick, of course. But you can also like get, of course, the stylistic of the kick is also changing and stuff. But these are things people are doing, but you always have to keep in mind the key of the kick and stuff in correlation to the low end tom, that they're in tune. Maybe I would just go a bit down with the volume, and I think you're fine with it. You know, it's not like that problematic. I still like the track how it is. Walking the woods with Luigi and Claudio tripping. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should try some stuff here. Sidechaining could help too. Yeah, I'm not always a big fan of sidechain compression, honestly, because I think people are using it too much. I understand why people are doing that, but you can definitely trust me. You can really, so you can really avoid using sidechain compression if you have like the tunes of kick and like sub in tune, you know, because I wouldn't. So you can do that, but then you have to check if everything is set right. But I would never put the kick and the sub on the same frequency, you know, so that they are peaking on the same frequency. Let's say like, I don't know, A sharp, whatever, you know, and they're both have they peak on A sharp or something, you know. So I would try to avoid that, and then you don't need to use sidechain that much. Really minimalistic, maybe that would be one thing. But I know the most of the worldwide best producers, mixing engineers, just a few of them are using sidechain compression. Also, to be honest, I feel like that there's more information on the left ear. I also changed my headphones around and then felt the same. Okay, then I don't have like the feel, because that was the reason why I've asked if the kick is on the left. But I mean, the volume meter shows that everything is in balance. But if you listen closely to it, it feels like the track is more on the left than on the right. So there are more informations happening on the left, for sure. But in general, it's a good track. So I really like it. I really like the track. Now my family is calling. Just give me a sec. Look, I just really like now everything. No, nothing works right now. Okay, I have to. Oh god. Okay, now I'm back. God damn. Okay. Time's over. Just let me see what the chat wrote. Also, yeah, that's the thing. What I said, I would love to hear more the Atmo a bit, but it's personal taste. Interesting. Didn't notice that. For me, it felt I could hear the kick transit more on the left than on the right. Yeah, that's funny. I've had the same. Maybe it's just that the high end is more panned to the right, and so there I don't hear the transient that clearly, but not sure. It was a very subtle. Maybe I panned the kick by mistake and didn't notice. Have to check. Yeah, please. That's something I also noticed. That's strange. So it's funny. Yeah, after 2 weeks of a break, you see that like it still works. My ears are still working. Felix, thank you very much for your contribution. A very nice start. Thank you very much for this. Keep going, my friend. It's always good and lovely to hear your tracks. Always good vibes. Okay, I will get back to the project, check the panning. Yeah, Anijat. I hear. And where's the rest of my Schützenfest? where are the others? So here. Let me know, and no, let me know. Send a track if you want, and yeah, join the live, join the session, join the list. Just let me open a window. Fucking hell, it's hot inside. Very hot inside. Ooh. Feels like here is like 50 degrees, 100,000. I'm sweating as hell. And I'm drinking tea, you know, so yeah, Anajat is there. Perfect. So nice outdoor ambience. Yeah. Yeah, that's when you live in the nature, you know. So I'm really living in the green. I really left the city because I can't take it anymore. It was super annoying. I love this. Yeah, I love it to have it that green and yeah, quiet. Just birds and wind and sometimes kids. Looking forward to see what you guys think. Okay, yeah, 10 minutes from now for Anijat. Let's go. First time at Tracks of the Month. Why is not starting automatically? Now I have the feeling with the right pan. Can you hear it? It sounds that are more things happening on the right now. Like the informations on the left are missing somehow. So the panorama is not balanced. It's very strange. Like room is missing on the left side. But I like the sound selection. Yeah, it could be possible. Leo wrote too wide, maybe center is missing a bit. Would need to listen to, to listen to it on mono, but if I turn on mono, it's not working. On my headphones, it's only working on yours. The dub synth is definitely too wide. That's for sure. So you won't hear it on in the mid. Which is nice in a way, you know, but it's problematic. So I would definitely add center information on the synth as well. I like these warmed up chords. Yeah, me as well. Oh yeah, it's really drifting. Have you seen that? It's drifting very hard. Ah, correlation. Yeah. So we're like woo. Going underneath. Oh yeah, that's really heavy. Correlation is not the best, so your side signals are definitely loud. On some parts are louder than your center. But still, I like the vibe. It's very spacey, dubby. I like that. Can you like this? Ah, yeah, all good. I got it. All good. I only forgot about the camera, and yeah, thanks for the info. Don't be. I'm just trying to get back on Instagram again here. But I've listened to the track and everything. I will say something about it right now. But I think a lot of things are already in the chat, and we said a few things already. But just give me a sec. Always the same, always the same, always the same. Save. So, back on Instagram and 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's go. Anujat, I'm with you right now. Just give me a sec. Live, okay, just come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm back on Instagram. So, yeah, what is this stupid 1 hour limitation? Okay, so Anaja, thank you very much, first of all, for your track. Very lovely contribution. So the idea of the track is very nice. We said a few things. So the correlation between center and side signals is very important. So you can really see how the track drifts from the center to the sides. Also, in my analyzer, I see the correlation. That means like the relation between mid and side signal. And that can really cause problems because, I mean, on the headphone, it sounds kind of nice, you know, because you have full spectrum, you know, it feels like you have a panorama, but you have to keep in mind that not all devices can, for example, play tracks completely in stereo, for example. First of all, so if I would, let's say, if we would listen to a track right now on a smartphone, on a whatever device, you know, like on a smartphone. So if we would listen to it on a mobile phone, so maybe on Instagram, whatever, you know, I would love to use it as a reel or as a track for real. The stop chord would miss, you know, because it's too much on the sides and the device is mono, or like playing track in mono or playing stuff in mono. So this information, the information or the signal is not there in this on this device, and there are a lot of other devices where you would have problems, you know. It's always good to keep like signals also in the center of your mix, you know. So of course you don't want to overload your center, but definitely you need the information in the center. So that's the reason why you are going or why you are like doing a mix and checking the volumes. So having different volumes between certain signals, but then you add, for example, volume on the sides, and the track first of all sounds much wider but still full, and it's taking place in the mid or in the center. Very important. I could go deeper to explain how that works, but that would take a bit of time. Maybe another time, or if we have more time, you know, to talk about that. Yeah, but definitely the relation between your side and center is definitely a bit, too. So it's not like balanced, the correlation between side and mid signal. But in general, it's a nice track. I like the idea, to be honest. I like the sounds you have chosen. They're nice. Sides are eating the mid from the time to time. Yeah, definitely. Because, yeah, like I said, the sides are kind of louder from time to time than the mid. I would love to have a more warmth in the low end. To be honest, I haven't heard it, but yeah, it could be possible. Thanks for the feedback, guys. I work on the stereo feed and the mix. I think it's my room maybe causing an issue to go unnoticed. Causing the issue to go unnoticed. Yeah, it's always room problems. Trust me. And the track is not fully mixed. Or just, in general, not just low end. Warmth. Okay. That context. Okay. Thank you very much for your first contribution here. It was a lovely one, so good vibe. I like the track. I like the idea. So stylistic wise, it's a nice track. The idea of the track, so also arrangement is also nice. So it's really the mixing. I think if you fix the mix, you could have a really lovely track here. Definitely a nice thing. So thank you very much, Anujat. Feel free to join the sessions whenever you can. Was very lovely to listen to your track, mate. So, Hugo. Where's Hugo? I'm excited. Might redo the mixdown before you listen to it. Nice to be back. Hope you are as well. Have you have you redone your mix before this session? Hugo here. I know. Have you done? Have you redone your? Yeah, feel free, Anajat. Have you redone your mixdown before the session? Didn't have the time to read the mix. Doesn't matter. Let's listen to it. 10 minutes. I'm excited. Dubby dubby.
What comes next?
The low end sounds very dry. I think it could definitely need some warmth. Maybe the kick and the sub are out of tune. Sounds very weird, the low end, to me, honestly. What do you think?
What comes next?
I think the kick is too low. I'm not sure, honestly. Try to find it out right now. Maybe. Kick is playing more like an F. I think a G would fit better. Yeah, maybe. But in general, of course, it depends on the general key of the track, right? So I'm not sure what the general key of the track is. The track sounds are really centered as well. So there are side signals, you know, but it's especially in this dubby techno, you definitely need to create room that it sounds really like mighty and bright and wide, you know, like it has to fill the room. it's really hard to say something about the statistics. So I mean, in general, it's again a lovely vibe, you know. So I'm a really big fan of these dubby approach of Hugo. Um, but it's really hard to say honestly because I think we definitely need like a version 2. So I would definitely go into the kick and sub and check the tune of them, uh, because it really sounds out of tune and therefore you really have a kind of muddy low end, um, and it causes also that you have a really really muddy mix in general because the rest is not coming through, um, because of this muddiness. um, Version 2. Yeah. Somebody else feedback. Hugo, what do you think? What's your opinion about the feedback? All right. Yeah, it's good potential. I really, like I said, I really like the approach of Fugu. It's always lovely to hear this dubby, cheesy, kind of housey, you know, mixture. I like that. Uh, but it's just yeah, it's really like the yeah mixing is so redo the mix for sure and check the tune of the kick and the sub. It would be so it would be nice to hear the A/B comparison, you know, so taking the track and really compare it with the new version with the tune set right, you know, and then you really will hear the difference. Also on the headphones, like it's opening up. Yes, I don't know. Maybe I had problem before with too wide tracks, and now I'm doing the opposite as I see. Dude, I was too focused on finding out the tune, but I like the dub style. I checked the low end. Okay. Somebody else, something else. I think we said everything. I'm not sure if somebody else has something. Maybe also I'm not sure about the percussions. Okay, what do you think? Personally, feel like the kick could be a bit softer on the attack. Great idea for sure. The mid drum elements are really good. Love the vibe. Yet the mix has a bit of way to go. Yeah, also interesting. So softer attack, maybe. Check that out. But I will definitely go first with the tune of the kick, for sure. So tune and kick. So tune of the kick and tune of the sub, and general like the tune of the track in general. You know. Okay. And maybe after that with the softer attack on the kick and stuff like this. Okay, that's it from my side. If nobody else has something to say, I would go to the next track, Basil. Basil is here, I think. I think so. Yeah, on the list. I see you on the list, but are you here? I work on that. Yeah, all good. Thanks for contributing. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Azir, your next 10 minutes. And let's go. Selector. Rewind selector. So basically, I really like the track so far. I really like the idea of the track. Mixdown is really yeah. So you definitely have to fix the mix for sure. But the track in general, so far, it was really nice. Yeah, the low end, the bass. So this bass is definitely way too loud, and a lot of other elements are also way too loud. Absolute stinker in a good way. And the bass is definitely too loud. I really like the idea of the track. It's really lovely. I wasn't sure about this part here because it was a bit too. I don't know if I would change something here because it's like very repetitive, you know, in a way. But like in general, it's a really nice track. So loud. Absolutely. Way too loud. We have to talk about compression as well. Hey, Ivan wrote it, but this track would have... Yo, that would be definitely the right spot for it. But this track would have people going mad. So much stuff going on. So yeah, absolutely. I think this track has really potential to make people would go nuts. You know, absolutely. I would go nuts by this track if the track would be mixed properly. So it's very hard to say what is the problem in a way, you know. So the selection of the sounds is really nice. I really like that, and also all the things that are happening. I think it's really on point. It's not like so Leo wrote so much stuff going on. Yeah, absolutely. But I think it's really it fits into this track. The bass is way too loud. It's like completely eating up the track. But still. Yeah, I'm always surprised by your approach on music and new ideas. It's crazy. It's interesting. That's something that I sometimes like really missing on my own tracks. That's really like a few people, they have like this feeling for music, and I think that's something absolutely. So arrangement wise, idea wise, sound wise, definitely a really really lovely track. Uh, it's only really like the mix down is really, you definitely have to improve your mixing skills for sure. Um, so like this really bass sound definitely has to be much yeah, much quieter. um and I think there's a lot of compression as well, because especially in the end you can really hear here, for example, like how the track is really like, so the mid section is also very loud, but it's getting like really compressed by the rest of the track. I think it's the bass or something. It sounds like that you have like a sidechain compression on the on like on all the elements with the low end in general, so the kick and the bass and stuff. So bass down, yeah, it's hard to say if it's just the bass or more stuff, but absolutely, so definitely the bass, and I think it's kind of yeah, a bit too much compression. But I can't say where the compression is. That's the problem. I would need to check the project, you know. So to give you really like accurate feedback, where the problems are, I would definitely to see the project and to say, yeah, here I would do less and here I would do more or whatever, you know. That's the reason why I'm doing these one-on-one sessions with people, for example. What I can definitely yeah, bring up here right now for like short self-advertising. So if you want to join, or if you want to have like a one-on-one session with me, you can always contact me. We can do a one-on-one session, and yeah, I always try to do that from time to time, and I really just yeah, I really just take a few customers. So if you want, feel free to join. It's not now for you, Azil. It's not going especially to you. I'm just saying it in general. So if people want to do a one-on-one session, feel free to contact me. I'm here. Best way is to do that over email and not Instagram, because I'm not that active on Instagram anymore. Yeah, somebody else, something about the track. If not, I would go to the next one, if that's okay. But good track. I really like the idea. I really like the idea. So it's Sid's time. Sid sent me um, the link via Instagram, I think. Here it is. Here it is. Ah, you have to send me the link again. I think it's not working. I need the private link. If it's a private track, I need the private link. Thanks, Azir, for contributing. Be right back. Have to take a shower after this. This had me made, had me sweating. Yeah, I'm sweating all the time here right now because it's really, really. Now okay, it's now better, but it was really hot inside. So did it come through? Yeah, it come through. It was just it wasn't working. That was a problem. So how is it like? Is it HSOP? HSOP? How is it pronounced? All jokes aside, though the weather is killing me. Yeah, I think all of us. I don't know how the weather is. for the others today, but here it is really like, the Germans. I mean, I'm coming originally from Bosnia, and the temperatures in Bosnia are not really like, so it's, the summers are very hot there, like 40, 45 sometimes, so I should be used to it, but honestly, I'm really like a German now, and so everything above 20 degrees is making me like feeling completely wrecked. First version, also recent link. I absolutely love the weather now. Yeah, it's nice now. I love this. So everything is coming up. The green is coming up. All the flowers. All, the smell outside is really really lovely. Yeah, and the temperature is still fine. But it's going to be even. So now it's okay, but in the summer here where I'm living, it's really. I mean, I'm in the green, so it's okay, but our house is really like standing in the middle of nowhere, and the sun is really like hitting the house, and it's here inside, it's getting even hotter than outside. So if you have 35 degrees outside, you have like 40, 45 inside the house. It feels like, so you could like, I don't know, you could yeah, I don't know, it's like a tropical zone inside here. You could like have and grow tropical plants inside this house. In série. have you have you Googled that? Sério. Oh, lovely. That's really lovely. So HA, oh, it's called did it come? Yeah, it comes through. How is your name pronounced? This is HASOP. How is it? I think you already wrote it right, but I'm not sure. How was the pronunciation? Where have you? Who teach you that? It looks like you grew up with Balkan people. It's a typical Balkan tongue. HSOP. Okay. Dan, I'm Croatian, bro. For real? Fuck that. Really? So a brother. So you're Slavic brother. Good to know. From Croatia. Are you born in Croatian? Or are you just funny? You're like joining these sessions for so long, and I haven't know until now that you are from Croatia. That's funny. Блядь. He's a brother. A Slavic brother, is he? Okay. Let's go to HSOP is waiting, like Sid is waiting here, and like, yeah, can we go further, please? I'm waiting. 10 minutes. You ready, chat? Сука, блядь. That's the eastern side. Бля. Okay, let's get back to serious business here. Very the low end sounds very wide. It's also like you can see it kind of here a bit. It's not that extreme on the analyzer, honestly. It sounds more extreme on the headphones. Born in Germany, both parents are from Croatia. Well, exactly. Are you the lucky one who's like living close to the sea, or are you like the fuck one who's living more inside the country, somewhere on the mountains? Also, the track is also very wide, right? It sounds so crazy, like I don't have that much information in the center. It's just like my feeling that I have more information on the sides happening. It doesn't look like this extreme, but it is like that. I can hear that. I have the feeling like the low end is too quiet compared to the rest of the track as well. It's hard to say, honestly. But the mix is definitely out of balance for sure, and that makes me really like struggle to recognize where the problems are. Like there's this sound really like happening only on the sides, I think. This one it's really panned, really extreme. I will give you a feedback right now. Just give me a sec. I will just have to check out till the end. Yeah, kick too sharp is definitely not bad for sure. So. So okay, because somebody asked, and also HSOP Sid is also asking. So um, there are a few mixing engineers on this planet Earth, and really like established ones and really great ones, like Chris Lauren H. I don't know if you know him. Probably you should, but that's not get into that too much. But for example, he made like an interview for Waves, and he said like mixing in mono is like good, and he's doing that from time to time. I'm not the fan of that. Let's say it like this. But so it's so mixing in mono is, for my personal opinion, is not the right way to do it, because you it can affect that you are focusing too much on fixing the mono mix, and you're really like forget about the rest, because music is, especially in our music, it's really important, and that's what transports emotions in a way. You have to have this feeling, like for example, if you are doing like this very hypnotic, minimalistic, DP, spacey techno, and you have in space, you don't have a room. It doesn't sound like it should sound, so you definitely need room. So I'm not a fan of mixing in mono, because a lot of people are forgetting about the stereo image. But what is very important for sure is check your mix, like from time to time, definitely in mono. So during the mix down. So when you're doing leveling, when you for like how I will tell you how I proceed when I'm doing tracks or when I'm producing. Like I have my production phase where I, for example, collect ideas, I'm collecting sounds and choosing my instruments and whatever, after that, I'm going into the like arrangement mode, and I'm really like trying to do an arrangement of the track, a rough arrangement first of all, just to have like an idea how the track could work. And after that, I'm going into the mixdown phase. And when I'm doing the mixdown, I'm really, of course, if you record your stuff, it's also very important, and that's one of the big steps. I would go to that. It would take too much time to go deeper into that, but if you do it right in the recording, of your elements, you don't have to do that much in the mixdown. But of course, you have to do it. So then in the third, so I'm going after that in the mixdown session. So I'm going through the levels. I'm really checking. Okay, do I hear all the informations of the track in the center of my mix? And it's not like you have to, you know, don't forget about, you have like a stereo image. The track is in stereo. It's not in mono. So if you have to hear the track, or you have to hear each signal, every signal, in the center of your mix. That would be the optimal scenario. Of course, it depends on the stylistic of the artist, and I've also listened to tracks which are like having really extreme panned elements and stuff like this, especially in pop music. There are a lot of extreme pannings, but it's always important in our music to have like a view and an ear on the center of the mix. So if you can hear, so in the mixdown session, doing the levels of volume, your volume control, then really turn off, turn on the mono button. It's pretty easy. You take a utility and put it on your master bus or main bus, and then just turn on mono. And in the moment you turn mono and you can't hear all the elements properly, there's something missing in the center of the mix. It's getting even worse if you turn on mono and you have like a signal, for example. That's when you recognize a bad correlation. So if you have like a you have a, let's say you have like this, I think it was a Hugo's track, I'm not sure anymore, or was it Anijat? I think it was Anijat. So you have a really loud signal, and that irritates you because you have this dubby chord, and you have the feeling, oh yeah, the kick is coming through, the rest of the track has its space, but when you hear the dub chord, for example, you hear the dub synth very good uh, on the sides so in the room of the track on your headphones. But if you turn it mono, these informations are gone. They're not there anymore. You can't hear them anymore, and that's yeah, that's tricky, or that's yeah, dangerous. It's not dangerous, but that's a problem because, in my opinion, it's important to hear all the elements in the center of your mix, but of course they don't have to happen mainly in the center of your mix because the center of the mix is limited, of course. So you have to put the elements in the right spot. That's the reason why you have to see a track in different layers. So you have like the panorama, like, so you have, first of all, you have like the, how it's called, like the horizontal, is it I don't know how it's called, but you have all the frequencies, so you can hear the low end from 30 hertz to 22 kilohertz. So that's first of all the first layer. So you can like put elements on this frequency range from 30 hertz to 22 kilohertz, even more, of course, but that's the spectrum we can hear. So that's the first one. You can like order your signals. Then you have like the room, like, is it in the front, is it in the back? So that's when you see, like, if you have like this, so this, then it's going into the back. So you have the room. Where's the position of the element? Is it more up front? Is it more on the right? Is it more on the left? Is it more on the back? And then positioning the elements in the room. And then you already see, then you have also the horizontal, and there's like left and right panning. So that's the panorama. So you can also positionate elements on this. So you have like a really big room where you can positionate all the frequencies. But it's very important to have like still everything kind of in the center of the mix without over without overfilling the room or the center of the mix. So with for example, with the volume control, you can, for example, if you have like, I don't know, low end, you have, for example, the kick and the sub, they're happening on the same frequency. You can't put them on the sides, so you have to play with the room, because you can't put the low end on the sides. That makes problems because most of the PAs in clubs, for example, are working on mono until 80 hertz, so that they have subs, and these subs are most of the times, not always, depends on the club, but good clubs are doing that. They have like a mono sub, and the sub is somewhere until 80 hertz. So sometimes even higher, and they're like really like giving only mono information until a certain frequency spectrum. Also on concerts and stuff like this, but it depends on. So you will lose information as well when it turns to mono and you have like side signals. So you have to play with the room, you know. And then of course, it's getting a bit too long now. I'm trying to. If it's not interesting for you, let me know. I was like in my monologue, but now if you have like, for example, like a dub chord, let's say like this, and it's kind of your lead sound, or whatever. Maybe it's also like you have also different like sounds do it like happening in the same frequency spectrum. Like let's say you have like a lead sound and you also have like, I don't know, like a supporting atmosphere, ambience, whatever. So to create a certain ambience, you are trying to like add information as well in the panorama to have this, let's say, ambience vibe, you know, so that the track sounds bright, wide, and stuff like this. But also the lead sound needs a bit like side information as well. So now you're also playing with the room, like setting things more into the back with volume control and other stuff more into the front with volume control, and so on. That was really rough. So that was, I tried to summarize that, really rough. So important. So for you now, HSCP, important. Try to avoid side signals underneath 180 hertz. That doesn't mean that you don't have to use it, but use it subtle. That's also a big thing. I'm always saying try to avoid side signals in the low end. Yes. Try to avoid, for example, I don't know, reverbs and stuff like this, or crazy heavy delays or whatever on low end frequencies. But still, what makes a low end, for example, also pretty smooth or like sounding a bit better and makes pace for the kick as well, is to make it a bit wider, but just a bit. It's really, I'm talking about maybe 1% or 2%, just really, 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 really subtle, so that you have like this, you know, that it's not 100% mono, but like maybe this, you know, and because of this, you are getting a bit more space for the kick. So you don't have to go that crazy with volume. And you know, with the kick, that's something that a lot of people are trying, like over overpowering their kicks because you can't hear them because the sub is eating it up in a way, but you still want to have like a juicy sub, you know. That's are the tricks you can do to get these, you know, yeah, nice sounding low ends. Just give me a sec, I will check the chat real quick. Which makes it feel very wide. How can I make it less wide? Can I use ozone imager to... I think I understand what you're saying. Thanks a lot. We'll try to fix it. Feel free to send it again next week. So, like I said, avoid 180 hertz side signals. Also underneath 180 hertz. I think there are also things happening. Sounds like there is a send return or reverb, and it isn't. There's no low cut on the reverb. Sounds like this. And try to avoid that sounds are louder on the sides than on the mid. Trust me. If you think that the loudness of your sound is good, then check it in mono. Just to put a utility on the track and check it in mono. And if you hear, okay, that the sound is gone, put it, maybe you can open up another track, like copy it and put it into the loudness you want to achieve, and then adjust the side signal to the center signal by building a group or a bus with the side and the mid signal, and the side, let's say the side signal is somewhere around -10 or something, and then you put like another, you copy the track, and you have also this mid signal, and the mid signal is boosting up the bus volume to -6 or whatever, you know. Then you go down with the volume to -10. That's really like rough. It's not the super tip, you know. There are a lot of, there's a big chain of coming to this point to avoid these things, but that would be one thing to fix that. So I've talked so much, I'm sorry, but I thought like maybe that's interesting for you as well. Use span, for example, it's free. Yeah, span I've also spent, but I'm using only metric AB. Maybe Imager also has a correlation meter, I'm not sure. Have span already, but I use an Imager usually to check my stereo. And yes, it does have one which I should have used. All good. That's why we are here. So we are here to talk about these things and to get this feedback. I'm repeating myself from time to time. It's very important to get this feedback. By the way, Sid, thank you very much. Is Sid your Sid your real name, or is that just like a nickname? Because HSOP is your artist name, but is Sid your right name? Like right name? Is that your real name, or is it just a nickname? Always love to know the real names of the people. I think we won't have the time to check all the tracks, so for now, already sorry about that, but next week I will definitely be back. Sidonia. Oh, Sidonia, very beautiful name. That was a lot to dig. Yeah, it's there. There's a lot of. How long are you producing, by the way? Yeah, there's like real a production, mixing, mastering. I mean, I'm doing that shit now for. I'm 30. I'm turning 34 this year in July, so I'm doing that now for straight 16 years, I think. I started with 18. And yeah, I'm still learning, you know. I'm learning from day to day, every day, especially by doing these feedback sessions, honestly. So my knowledge boosted only in this time period we are doing this, so crazy. Really, really heavy. Like I don't know, like the Bitcoins, like Bitcoin or PayPal stocks or whatever. It really skyrocketed the last few months because of whole feedback loop thing. I'm really struggling with mixing. Hey, that's you're not alone. Really, we're all struggling. I have also struggled. I was lucky to have a room, you know, a really professional made room to get the feeling how tracks have to sound. And I learned from really, really good people and really, really established producers, mixdown engineers, mastering engineers. I've asked questions, I've received hard feedback, you know, I've learned from that. So I was lucky, and I just want to give that back, you know. So it is really hard. Mixing is not that easy. So you know, it starts with the room, for example, already. Like if you don't have the right room, it doesn't matter what kind of headphones is the best like the worst idea, but like it doesn't matter which monitors you have. If your room is not correct, or you don't have the right measurements, or you don't have like the right yeah sound measurements is wrong, but yeah, like this wrong room setting, then yeah, it's really hard. So you can only yeah have a 100% accurate opinion about your track when you, I don't know, produce your track, you render it, you go to a studio where, for example, it's a good PA monitoring and a good room acoustics and stuff like this, you know, and listen to it there, and you can recognize, okay, of course, also dance floors are always a good feedback, because I had so many tracks where I was like, okay, this is a bomb, you know, and then you're playing the track in the club and it's not like getting it response because the energy is missing, because something was wrong with the sides, something was wrong with the mid. That's something that's something I also had to learn. Sometimes in a rough way, but I think that's the best way to learn, honestly, by doing mistakes. That's the only way we can learn. We can't learn by doing things only right. We can only learn by doing things wrong. So I did a lot of mistakes, and that's why I've learned. And doing mistakes is very important. Keep that in mind. So please do them as well. Struggling is good. Doing mistakes is good. But learning from them is very important as well. Yeah, thank you very much. Monologue Ende. Yeah. I think we have enough time. We have 10 minutes. Birita, are you there? Bist da? Bist hier? Yeah, feel free to join whenever you can. As soon as you have something ready where I would say, okay, I want to have a feedback on that, feel free to join. You will definitely get a good feedback here. You will get a respectful feedback and everything. So, yeah. So, Birita, last track for today. I would say, let's see, maybe, I don't know, maybe Ivan is lucky and we will... I mean, Birita always delivers good stuff, so let's see what we got here. Maybe we can do it under 10 minutes. But for now, Birita, 10 minutes for you. Oh, only 2 minutes on Instagram. So for everybody on Instagram, I will go offline now and I won't come back online on Instagram. I will stay on YouTube for the last 10 minutes, just to let you know, because it always shuts down after 1 hour, just to let you know. And I don't want to come back for 5 minutes. Correlation looks good. Look, yeah. Maybe. It's saying kind of nothing, to be honest. Instagram is offline now. Fuck yeah to the groove. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, yeah. Very minimalistic, but still proper. Oh, wait, something weird when the ride is playing? I have to check it again, to be honest, but I'm not sure. I mean, we have still 4 minutes. Solid track, very minimalistic, but it's okay. Proper sounds. But it sounds pretty nice. Tight shit here, definitely. Pretty nice. Which ride? It's pumping really hard, ride, right? It sounds like the ride is really pumping, but that's okay. So, or what do you mean? Like, is there something specific you want to know? Because I don't hear any problems. I don't know. I feel like the high end has a weird tone color, but maybe I'm just in full overthinking mode. Okay. No, to be honest. I mean, check the tune of the ride. That's something I would recommend. It's easy to do that. Please not with a tuner. So that's always. I never do things with a tuner, but yeah. But it's okay. It's nothing I would say. Okay, that's. I'm not that. Honestly, I'm not that picky with rides or with hats or stuff like this. I'm not checking tune on everything. I mean, I'm trying to find the right tune by ear, yes, okay, but not like I'm going not now how I usually do with other stuff. For example, with kick and sub or something. That's not that specific. have a compression chain that has 8 milliseconds of delay because with 0 milliseconds delay it sounded very, very weird. With 8 milliseconds it sounded more okay, but not sure. It's okay. It's totally fine. I can't hear a problem. I don't have to say anything about the track. It's kind of it's unusual, minimalistic for my personal taste. I know that so you have tracks which are much more much catchier, but it's still a good track, definitely. It's minimalistic, it's groovy, it's fast forward, it's fine. I like it. Anybody else? Something about the track? I don't think so. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, who's there? Yeah, it's a bit different than usual. Big D-Tron vibes, loved it. Summer kind of track, yeah, absolutely. Okay, my father wants to call me. Also need some more effective arrangement, something like 5, not 6. Yeah, maybe a bit shorter could help out for sure. I'm a big fan of if it's like if it's minimalistic. I'm always a fan of short play like track times. Because I think if you go longer, it's more interesting to have like a more, you know, like catchier and more storytelling arrangement. Okay, I have to call my father because he called me. So I will now go offline. Yeah, after 2 weeks off. Yeah, off. After 2 weeks off, it was a pretty lovely comeback. And yeah, it was really lovely to have you again here, and it's always lovely to chat with you and to listen to your tracks. Thank you very much for the contributions again, and yeah, from now hopefully every week again. Yeah, and as usual on Mondays. Um, I was looking for somebody, or I will look for somebody in the future. Maybe you know somebody who's interested, but I will just let you know. Maybe you know somebody who's interested, but I want to look for somebody who's managing my social media. So will definitely try to find somebody in the near future. Hopefully, let's see. Because also because of all the feedback loop, I don't have the time to view all the stuff and to cut the videos and stuff like, and to post them and to interact and stuff like this. So I will definitely try to find somebody for that. With 2 kids in the house, it's really, and I don't want to honestly spend too much time on social media. So therefore, I will definitely try to find somebody. So if you know anybody, just let me know, or they can hit me up. Would be good to have somebody with a bit of experience in, yeah, doing that kind of stuff. And of course, it's not for free, for sure. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your contributions. It was lovely again. And next week again on Monday, hopefully to see you all again soon. And yeah, until then, I wish you a great week. Enjoy it wherever you are. Stay positive, stay friendly, stay kind. And yeah, I'm sending out positive vibes to you for your week until next Monday. See you. Bye bye.